Hey, what's up folks? JayborinoPlays here, starting a new custom campaign showcase for WarCraft 3. This is To the Bitter End, created by Soul Reaver. The description of this campaign: 5 immortal heroes fight to liberate the Plane of Ithia from the iron-fisted rule of the tyrant Morganem and his council of 6. So as you can tell from that description, this does not fit into WarCraft lore. It was just created in the WarCraft editor, but I have heard nothing but good things about this campaign. Everyone has said it's great. It's exclusively a micro campaign as far as I can tell. There's no base building. You just control these 5 heroes. And I read the manual. There is a manual you can read for some backstory on this campaign. If you follow the download link that I'm going to put in the description, you can go there and just check out. There's a PDF manual kind of explaining the backstory, but at the most basic level, it just kind of seems like we have this crew of 5 very diverse heroes, and we are just destroying evil. And that's literally the most basic level of knowledge I think you need to know to get started here. So let's check this out. Another thing I want to point out is the music in this campaign is mostly custom, as you can tell, and when I opened this up, it was just overbearingly loud, so I had to make some severe adjustments with the sound volume, so I'm not entirely sure how this is going to affect the in-game volume after this menu, so we'll see. This is a really cool mission launcher screen right here. This motherfucker's stabbing this guy through the chest, this red man. Alright, Shadows Rising. Ruled with an iron fist by the ageless sorcerer Morganem, the people of the Plane of Ithia have all but given up on any hope of freedom. But like a beacon in the darkness, 5 legendary heroes arrive from beyond the crimson storms of the warp. Seeking to restore justice to Ithia, these companions have fought their way to the Call Spire, the seat of Morganem's power. However, Morganem will not go quietly into the night. The bloodiest battle still lies ahead. Warp Storm Studios presents a multiverse game. To the Bitter End. And again, I could only recommend that you go and check out that manual just to get some more backstory to this. More Derek incoming. Charge. Keep fighting. We're almost there. Is that a space marine? All in a day's work, I suppose. A crying shame, letting so much good blood go to waste. Everyone, let's regroup. We're almost at Call Spire. Warmaster, why do you come before me with such haste? Lord Morganem, Call Spire is under assault. Our defenses are being obliterated. Lord, it is the same 5 warriors who have been overthrowing your vassal kings. They are already here. My warlords have yet to return to Call Spire. I will need to use the reality disruptor. By focusing it correctly, it will require precious time. Then you shall have it. My warriors, the enemy is at our doorstep, but our lord's might will crush them. Defend the throne room. We are Derek, and we cannot be defeated. For the glory of the Empire, gird yourself for war. You underestimate our enemy, Warmaster. Your forces alone may not be enough. We have not been attacked for some time. Do you think the Daruka fled? I doubt we'd be so lucky. They're probably regrouping somewhere. Wait. I hear footsteps. Ambush. Everyone assume defensive positions. They're trying to delay us, to keep us from getting to Morganem. Then let us waste no more time. Oh, okay. Now let us go. The throne room is close. Can you hear me, Void Dwellers? As always, the children of the Void preserve your thoughts. We have pledged our allegiance in the past. Now enemies have come, seeking to destroy me. Will you fight by my side? We sense your need. Show us the way and we shall unleash our fury. Then I will guide your path. Lord Morganem, our foes are almost upon us. Fear not, Warmaster. I have secured reinforcements. Surrender, Morganem. One way or another, your dark rule will end this day. I will not allow my empire to fall to ignorant, short-sighted fools such as you. Charge, my warriors. To battle. Those portals. Soul Reaver, I'm getting a really bad feeling about them. The Void Children have come as promised. The crystal device's energies are straining the fabric of reality to breaking point. We must stop Morganem. We're hitting them with everything we got, but they're not giving an inch. The device is about to activate. We must end this now. Even that did not finish them. And now your time is up. Oh no. Run! It is dragging us in. This will not be our end. Kind of seemed like it there, Soul Reaver. Also, can I point out that I find it somewhat amusing that the creator of this campaign named the protagonist after himself. Anyway, that kind of seemed like it would have been the end of a campaign, but instead, that's just the beginning, so I'm really looking forward to this. Alright, Dark Dawn. Soul Reaver awakens to find himself imprisoned on a hostile world. His equipment taken from him, his memories lost, and his companions gone. Things are looking bleak. But fate is often fickle and can be quick to turn. That opening cinematic was awesome. I was reading a lot, and I was trying to watch it at the same time, but very well done. What happened to me? Where is this place? I have been imprisoned. Let me out. Damn you. Release me. This is pointless. The walls do not budge at all. Whoever has imprisoned me has done a good job of securing my jail. Unless a guard opens it from the outside, I have little hope of escaping. Now really, Soul Reaver, it's not like you to give up so easily. I expected more from you. What? Who are you? What do you want from me? How could you forget your old and trusted friend Slayer? And to think I'm going through all this effort just to help you out. But wait, I get it. The trap you wandered into was a result of amnesia. That's why you don't remember me. It's also why you've forgotten most of your powers. Quite tragic, really. But it should clear up after a while. A trap? I can only vaguely remember. A flash of redness, and then nothing. I have a feeling that you're telling me the truth, but what exactly happened? Who did this to me? It's rather a long story, but I guess I can cut it down a bit. You and a few of the other companions, namely Cameron, Sarah, Catharsis, and Faye, found out about some sort of power-hungry sorcerer named Morganem. Apparently he was going around enslaving all kinds of people. Well, either that or wiping them out. Like you usually do, you decided to take personal offense to this, beats me why you'd bother, and went after Morganem. You and the rest of the companions attacked his fortress, but by the looks of things, he was ready for you. You blundered into his new friends, and he spun a magical trap on you. As a result, you've lost some of your memory, pretty much all your powers, and were scattered randomly throughout his plane of existence. I think you've ended up on one of his slave worlds, so his dutiful plebs have decided to incarcerate you here. Luckily for you, they haven't yet heard about who you are, or they'd probably have done Morganem the favor of killing you on the spot. That good luck is unlikely to last long, though, so it'd be a good idea to get out of here. My companions? I must find them. Will you come with me? Have you come here to help me find Morganem? Well, not really. You see, I'm kind of occupied at the moment, but my master has asked me to try and upset Morganem's plans slightly by releasing you, so I sent an astral projection of myself here to give you a bit of a hand. And anyway, what fun would it be if I did everything for you? I'll get you out of that prison cube and even open the door for you. I've also put the guards to sleep for a while. You might want to hurry, though. They won't be like that forever. Your equipment, including Blood Drinker, your sword, is just on the other side of the hall. There's a planar seal on the prison, so you won't be able to use a warp gate to escape until you're at the exit. You might be able to find a bit of help along the way. Your jailers aren't particularly popular with the inmates. Alright, hold on, I'm getting you out. This might be a little rough. I am free. Okay, you're out. I guess it's time for me to go. Oh, I almost forgot. And that's that. Maybe we'll meet again in person some other time. I like this Slayer fellow. He seems sassy. Alright, Soul Reaver. What you got for me here, buddy? Gives a 4% chance to parry an attack and a 4% chance to deal 2.6 times normal damage. Automatically levels up at level 4. Pretty neat. You know what? We'll look at all these when the time comes. But right now, I mean, it looks like because this is exclusively a micro map, it seems like there's a lot of things that can be happening right now here. So here's our equipment. The door is locked. You will need to find a key. So I can already tell it seems like the sound volume is a bit lower. Like maybe I lowered it too much. You can see how much I turned the music volume down. The music volume was like significantly higher, and I had to turn it down. Just way too loud. All right, that seems good enough. I want to be utilizing quick saves a lot because this is exclusively a micro campaign. So we're just going to be quick saving a lot. So we need to find a key. Let's come on down here. No! Get out of here. Curses, they've seen me. So what does this entail? Alarm, alarm. The high security prisoner has escaped. Huh? What was that? Sound the alarm. Oh dear. Well, I think this is over. Yeah, you've been overwhelmed. That's just it. One guy happened to see me. Because, I mean, I had no sight around the corner, so that just kind of seems like a silly gotcha moment. So, a great start to this campaign. Great start so far. Okay, so let's just skip the introduction. And let's just go. So, we'll hotkey this fellow again, and let's just move our way down to the end of this hallway and see if we can see this fellow walking at us a little earlier this time. See, there's no way we could have even seen him coming until we made it down here, so let's take the chance to check around this corner. There's really no other way. I have to. All right, there's two guards here. We can't get through here. So where did that guy even come from? Was he one of these two? He must have been. Psst. Hey, you there. Come here. Yes, what is it? You're the one they caught earlier today, ain't you? I'd recognize you anywhere. You look even more fierce up close. I heard him say you were carrying all kinds of magic stuff with you when they found you, but it looks like they took them off you in the meantime. Heard that when one of the guards picked up your sword and went nuts and almost gutted one of his mates. Heh, yeah, you sure freaked him out good. I am glad to hear that you find that so amusing, but I do not see how that is much help right now. My equipment has been taken off me. I know. They're keeping it in the storage room for you now, locked away tight in a magical box or something. Maybe you can open it, being a strong-looking fellow and all, but before you do that, you'd have to get in there. Unfortunately, the door's always locked. Luckily, I know where you can find the key. You know the door to the other end of the hallway? That leads to the overseer's office. He always keeps the key to the storage room there beside the desk. He's a lazy bastard and probably be asleep right now, but you'll need to sidestep the two guards in front of the door to avoid raising the alarm, and you'll need my help for that. I see where this is going. What do you want from me? I think you got me wrong. I may not be the nicest of fellows, done my share of illegal things in my day, but the stuff I've done is nothing compared to what these fellows are doing on a daily basis. I don't want nothing from you except that you get me out of here. Then I'll gladly help you out as long as you go on to kill some of these scum. All I need you to do is look over in the corner of this here room. The guards took our weapons and armor, but they were too stupid to realize what a lockpick was and just threw it over there with my other stuff that they thought was trash. The locks on the bars are garbage, and I'll be able to unlock them even with a crummy pick. Just get it and bring it to me, and we'll have our revenge, okay? That was a lot of exposition just to say, bring me a lockpick. And there it is, lockpick. So we don't even have a weapon, so we can't even destroy these barrels or anything like that. All right, there we go. Ah, that's great. Now we can get out of here. Just give me a moment. There. Now to let my friend out. A few more seconds, and I'll have you out of here, too. Okay, now listen to me. Here's the plan. Me and Gareth here are going to run up the corridor and distract the guards so they'll leave the door unprotected. They don't see us as much of a threat, so I don't think they'll raise the big alarm yet. While they're gone, you got to quickly run into the overseer's office and grab the key. Make it fast, because we can only distract those guards for a minute or so, okay? All right, get ready. Now. Okay, let's follow them. Let's quick save, just in case, because apparently getting seen is instant loss. There's no recovering at all. It's just instant loss. What the? Stop right there. Uh-oh, better run. Heh. Okay, so let's run up here, go through this door, which apparently is going to be unlocked. We don't have any way to open this door. We have very, very slow movement speed. There's the overseer. We went ahead and picked up the storage room key. What? Where did they go? Okay, so I'm going to walk back down here and let those guards come back here. I'm going to keep an eye on when they come back. Forget this, they're unarmed. They won't get far. Let the overseer chase after them when he wakes up. Let's go. Okay, so let's let them round the corner. There they go. They've leashed. All right, so let's go and open the door with our equipment. And once we get our equipment, I assume it doesn't matter who sees us. We can just murder everything. I think. I don't know. All we have is Master of Battle right now, and we're only level 1. These fellows are still asleep. That's wonderful. I don't know how long they're going to stay that way, but I have a feeling they're going to be our first casualties. The key fits. Slayer was right. I can feel a presence here. Something dark, yet familiar. Blood Drinker, it is you. I remember you. Come to your master now and taste once more the pain of my enemies. Yes, my master. I hear you call and obey. Ah, great. Now we can get our equipment. Time for some payback. Why did I suddenly... What? He's escaped. Alarm. Alarm. Okay, well, we do chaos damage. Let's get in here. We can also control the rogues, so let's try not to have them die. Have I turned off health bars? When did I do that? We gotta turn those back on. Show health bars. Always show those. Okay, and there's tons of barrels for all sorts of good stuff for us. We have a very slow attack. All right, let's just wait and slowly kill stuff. Not sure what this is gonna do. That seems good. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's just leave the rogues in the back. I am very unclear with what is happening right here. I seem to have done something. We lost a rogue already, unfortunately. There's the overseer. We're, like, leaping around. That's because we went into the Blood Drinker Frenzy. Okay, I just used that. Wasn't sure what it was. Blacksteel Gauntlets. Cast the Necroporus spell. Once activated, the gauntlets will channel for 5 seconds, exuding a field of energy over a 400 area that slows enemy units in movement speed. Okay, so it seems like our items are our spells. Allows Soul Reaver to focus his energies to boost his attack and movement speed. Fine. Creates a hovering ball of electrical energy that randomly lashes at nearby foes. Fine. Low damage defensive spell, it seems like. Bombards an enemy with dark bolt spells, damaging and stunning enemy land units for several seconds. Seems okay. Summon demons. Opens a large warp gate to Inferno, allowing Soul Reaver to call forth a squad of demons to do his bidding. That sounds wonderful, but it also costs 500 mana, which we don't even have, so we definitely don't want that. It looks like we can only get one of these first 3 anyway, so let's get, let's go in and get Iron Will. And then let's slowly just destroy these barrels and such. It seems like we attack very slowly, and we also move very slowly, too. I don't know if there's a such thing as, like, scrolls or anything like that in this. I'm sad that we lost our other rogue, but, I mean, I don't know. I just tried using one of these things, and it just started doing things. So let's go ahead and queue up destroying this stuff, just to see if there's anything inside. Meanwhile, let's check out what these do. So the Blood Drinker artifact seemed pretty clear what it did. Soul Reaver's chance of controlling the sword on activation equals his current health. If he loses control, he will attack both non-demeaning... Oh, so I killed my own rogue. That's what happened there. I mean, how could I have possibly known that that was going to do that, I suppose, unless I read this first. When possessed, the wielder suffers 50% more damage, but gains 100% attack speed, 100% damage, 30% lifesteal. Interesting. So we have to be careful with that. We might kill our friends. Anti-magic amulet. Dispels... Cast a Dispel magic spell, removes all magic buffs, and deals 300 damage to summon units. Okay. Okay, and we can use that. And then a tent. Allows the hero to rest and meditate. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. Let's get going. We'll go ahead and hotkey my rogue. This custom model looks really, really cool. I like what they've done to the Arthas model here with the sword as well. Very, very neat. Okay, so I assume that we have to go through here. This door was still closed, though we could probably break it. I guess let's go in here first. This may have just been where all the guards came from. These were the guards that caught us earlier. No longer. Okay, so just to be thorough, because I like to check to see if this is even stuff that we can do. I want to read through these again, just to make sure. When used, the demonic being inside this terrible blade will possess the wielder for 15 seconds. Soul Reaver's chance of controlling the sword on activation equals his current health, minus 5%. If he loses control, he will attack both. Okay, so I don't understand why I lost control the first time, because I definitely nearly killed one of the other rogues. Like, that was definitely my... I did that. I took away most of his health. He may have been killed by the other folks, but I'm not sure. Okay, and they have backstab too. I should have used that to save the other rogue. Whatever, it's mission 1. If these rogues die, I really don't care. Let's go ahead and just start attacking our way through and continuing in the prison. The music still feels kind of loud, doesn't it? I'm not sure if I can even lower it even more. Doesn't seem like that really made a difference, huh? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure, but we'll slowly attack through the gate, and I'm probably not going to use Blood Drinker now for a while. And really, the only spell we have up is the Anti-Magic Amulet. Heh, that was nice work back there. You know, there's a lot more of us holed up here. Maybe you can find them and release them. We'd gladly help you out. Okay, so losing 1 isn't a big deal because we're going to find more. That's cool. Uh-oh, I hear something. I ain't scared, so... Oh, this is on autocast, actually. I can't really afford to autocast this because I don't have enough mana. Maybe in the future when we get a much larger mana pool on Soul Reaver, we'll be able to keep this autocasted. Last 22 seconds with a 68-second cooldown, so we're very weak right now. We have to be more judicial with where we use our spells. What was that racket just before? Oh shit, they've escaped. Uriel, alert the commander immediately. If we can't hold them off, then he'll make sure they never see the light of day again. Yes, sir. As for the rest of you, orders from the top place that man in a prison cube. If he's that important, then he's also dangerous, and if he escapes, he's even more dangerous. So brace yourselves. So we have 10 minutes. Of course, there's a timer. I'm not a fan of anything that's timed in custom campaigns, because it just sort of feels like the, okay, I'm controlling the demon. I'm very, very sorry, rogue. You know what I'm gonna do is just move you away. Let's just put you in the shadows, and then we're gonna let ourselves control this sword and just murder everybody. This is supposed to give us really good lifesteal. And it is. It's 30% lifesteal. I mean, we already took a lot of damage. I think that was absolutely worth it to use at that single point. Let's go ahead and put a point into Lightning Storm. So I think that's mostly just... a spell that a little lightning ball that hovers near us that will help us during attacks. So the barracks will be alerted in 10 minutes. Let's go and let these guys out. Wow, that was bloody and so nice to watch. But now you're running short on time, my friend. You must mean the soldier they sent away. What will happen? He'll alert the commander, and he'll give the order to alert the barracks, and once they're after you, it'll all be over. It doesn't matter how good you are. There's just too many of them. So is there anything I can do to stop him? Nothing I can think of, but if you want to find Hektor, our leader, he might be able to help you. He's almost escaped from here twice already, so they stuck him in a prison cube. I don't know exactly where, but it'll be a cell area nearby. You'll need to get out of here first, though, and the metal door is locked and magically reinforced. The torturer carries the key, I think. He's just to the south of here. Oh, it'll be sweet to get some payback on that sadistic son of a bitch. Just get us out of here for now. Our equipment's on that rack on the north wall of the room. Get us there and we'll get geared up. Okay, open them up. Get them out of here. Are there more over here, perhaps? North side of the room. Up here, I see right now. There's going to be some more rogues that we can get, I assume. There might not be anybody in here. All right, more rogues, or bandits, if you will. They're thugs. All right, we saved this one. So I feel like the beginning of this campaign is sort of artificially hard, just because you just get a bunch of abilities with really random effects, and it's all really cool, but you're just getting thrown right into it. There's no way that you could really know how specific things are going to work, in my opinion. So that's why I'm a little hesitant to be like, oh, this is a genius campaign, because it just seems hard for the sake of being hard at the beginning, only because there's no way you could really have a grasp on all of these abilities. Also, there's a timer, and we have to fight our way through gates. Anyway, this seems really cool. I like this a lot. I did skim the backstory, so I feel slightly invested. It's pretty neat. There's the torturer. Escapes, but you'll go no further. I'll make you scream. All right, Rexar. All right, you guys back up. Let's go ahead and do Iron Will and Lightning Storm. Did I not have... Oh, he silenced me. All right, now you guys can get in there. As long as he's attacking Soul Reaver, I don't really care what else he does. He's only level 4. We don't have any sort of... you know what we can do is... We can anti-magic... No, we can't. All right, there we go. Anti-magic ourselves. And now we can use Lightning Storm on this fellow. That's doing pretty well. You go and move away, friend. All right, we saved our... Well, he's still stunned, but we saved our fellows. We got the corridor key. We can't break these, so no more other people to save. That was our first mini-boss encounter, I suppose. We are somewhat hurt. Once Blood Drinker's up, though, we'll be able to get our health back with the lifesteal, maybe. Now we can open this door, and again, I'm going to quick save a lot, because when you're facing timers and things like that, you never really know how much of a pain in the ass something's going to be. The key fits, indeed. All right, Soul Reaver, start attacking the gate, and we just have to be looking around for the thief leader. Am I correct here? Yeah, we have to find Hektor. Find and free Hektor. Overwhelming odds. Stop the Barracks soldiers. Okay. So copyright hit almost certainly. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's use the Black Steel Gauntlets right here. Seems wonderful. Is that using his health? I think that's using his health. Whoops. Wow, but that did a ton of damage. Okay, so we just have to know when to use those abilities. So our items are crazy good. We just need to understand the best time to use them. Blood Drinker may be up pretty soon. Does it say that it does damage to him when I use that? Honestly, I'm not sure. I need to take more time to read these, which I'd rather do off camera because this is going to take too long to do otherwise. Ah, fellow prisoners. Undoubtedly, you're here to find and free Hektor. You are in luck. He's being kept in this very cell complex. Unfortunately, there are numerous guards in the next chamber. The prisoners being kept in these cells, including us, would be more than willing to aid you. All you must do is free us and get us to the storage room to the west and then south of here. All our equipment is kept there. Okay, so let's get them out. And these guys need to come west and south. There's probably more enemies down there, so I don't want to really go down there until I'm for sure ready to go with Soul Reaver, because there might not be anything down there. It seems like items aren't really going to be a thing. Doesn't really seem like it. This guy might slowly get his health back. We'll bring everybody.
They shall burn.
Never mind it. There's no enemies in here, so we just needed to get these guys in here.
What you got for my people?
Okay, they are now outfitted. Oh, we got an Elven Journeyman. Recovery Potion. Concocts and administers a recovery potion. Heal a target for 200 points over 20 seconds. Give that to Soul Reaver. Sprinkles 6 waves of a healing concoction over 200 area. So it's a little more mana. Heals 15 damage to all units in an area. Okay, that's fine. So let's destroy this. Again, I'm just sort of on the lookout for items. It seems like maybe item pickups isn't really a thing. Okay, let's get going. And where's my priest? Let's go ahead and throw a recovery potion on this fellow. Wonderful. Okay, and now we have a nice little group here. And we can lead with our thugs. They're probably going to die realistically, but that's okay. Okay. Lead with Soul Reaver. He said there's a lot of enemies in this room. Okay, you back up. And let's go ahead and Lightning Storm right here. Thug run. Okay, he's dead. That's fine. Soul Reaver getting absolutely smoked. I'm really hesitant to use Blood Drinker on my own units because you only want to use it, as far as I can tell, at full health. If you're not at full health, then you're going to be in serious trouble, I think. Let's go ahead and use Lightning Storm again. It seems like all of his abilities cause him to take damage. I really can't tell. What is this right here? It's just a steel automaton. And this thing is just smoking the shit out of my folks here. So let's go ahead and, well, that's fine if those guys die, honestly. Let's do a healing concoction. No. Nope, we just want a recovery potion right here. More friends.
Mess someone up.
So these things aren't just auto-castable. You actually have to use them. All right, more folks. Here and here. We have 5 minutes to get to our other people. And I guess I'll just walk these guys down here. I assume that's where they get equipped. I'm not sure. They're not saying that they get equipped somewhere else, so I'm going to send them back. And let's move forward with our other units. The fact that we didn't lose our priest is important. So we want its W. I got to remember that. There's lots and lots of prisoners in here. Okay, good. That is where we need to send them. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's send these guys back. You guys come over and meet our friends. And let's keep breaking everybody out. I'm running out of time. I assume the thief leader is in this general vicinity. All right, you guys make it over here.
Is someone injured?
Wonderful. All right, let's go. And we'll bring our allies back up to meet us here eventually. I really just want to find our friend here. Can we destroy this? Yes, we can. I thought that would be locked. It's not locked. Okay, so we're near full health, so moving into the next area, if it's a boss or anything like that, we want to use Blood Drinker because we should retain control over the sword. Okay, so 4 minutes. Hopefully we have enough time here. I really have no idea. No idea how long this is supposed to take. It looks like we're going to want to go this way eventually. It's Hektor. Ah, I'm finally out of here. Let's make sure all my boys are geared up, and we'll see where we go from there. Thanks a lot for getting me out of that prison cube. Is there anything I can do for you in return? Yes, there is. In an earlier battle, a soldier escaped and is now running to the commander in charge of this prison. I was told the commander would then authorize the barracks to hunt us down. Is there any way to intercept that soldier and stop him from alerting the barracks? Ha, no. You'll never catch up with him now. But I know this prison well, all too well, and know about another way. This entire prison was built on the site of a now-ruined citadel. A horrific, bloody battle in ages past wiped out the inhabitants of this place. Their bodies were buried in catacombs deep underground. This is not the time for a history lesson, Hektor. But the corpse's sleep was uneasy. In the building of this damn prison, they began to reawaken as furious, hungry undead, desiring only to consume living flesh. The catacombs were sealed with huge doors and magical runes to prevent the catacomb dwellers from overrunning this compound. Conveniently enough for you, the sealed door leading to the catacombs lies just beyond the barracks. You think I should release these catacomb dwellers? Yes. If the catacomb doors were open, then the catacomb dwellers will storm into the barracks. A magical failsafe mechanism will seal off the barracks immediately to contain the undead and stop them from spilling into the rest of the prison. You won't have to worry about those guards anymore then. So how do I go about unsealing the doors? There's an old control room beyond the barracks entrance. You can destroy the seal from there. I'm sure you'll find it without too much trouble. I should get going now. I'll help you get past the guards in front of the barracks. Are you certain you'll be able to deal with them by yourself? No, probably not, but I won't have to. Come here, boys. It's time to bust out of this dump. What? No offense, but I'm not going to get caught again this time. My boys and I are going to get out of here no matter what. I'm sure you can take care of yourself, but I'm going to do this my way. Let's go. Stop. We will stand a far better chance if... Damn him. He will not listen. Looks like we retained a few. Alright, do this. Let's grab our folks. I mean, we got to keep a decent amount of them. So we're at full health, so if we hit a large group of enemies, we want to use Blood Drinker. So let's head all the way up here. This theoretically is the only way to go. There were no doors down here, right? Only 4 minutes left. Hey, Hektor, we only have 4 minutes. Why don't you tell me the entire history of this prison? Hey, sure, buddy, no problem. Okay, so let us continue. Soul Reaver again. We want to use Blood Drinker probably pretty early, as long as we're at full health. But Carr tells me that he only works alone. Tries to make it sound like there's some kind of art or something. Every idiot with a half brain could. Got him. So those were Hektor's buddies that were coming to help us right here. All right, let's go. We're running out of time. We have to find the control with only 3.5 minutes. The issue that I have with timers is if I fail this, I have to re-record this whole thing. Not really looking forward to that. What? A prison break? Alarm. Alarm. A prison break? Okay, you men know what to do. Fight first. Ask questions later. Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to bypass this and release the undead. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Luckily, I had quick save pretty recently, and that's why I'm going to quick save a lot. By the way, a campaign isn't hard just because there's really easy ways to instantly lose. I think this campaign is going to be challenging in its own ways, but I'm not a big fan of instant losses. But that's also why I'm saving a lot. Okay, so which way do we want to go? We have probably going to end up having going both ways. I really can't afford to try to save all these extra units. I just have to charge in and hope that I find wherever this control thing is, because I've only got 3 minutes. You know, I'm not so sure this is the right way to the control room. Thank you for saying something now. I appreciate that. There's something. You know, oh, well, you can instantly lose if you accidentally walk into this room, which happens to be the barracks that isn't readily apparent right away. But it will tell you if you're going the wrong way. So that's really, really, really helpful. Okay. And let us continue down here. I feel like I've just been overly critical for no reason. You know, it just has a different feel to it. I gotta get used to it, that's for sure. I'm really looking forward to moving forward this campaign, having a lot of powerful heroes, learning all of their abilities. It's gonna be neat. All right, so now we want to use Blood Drinker and get everybody in there. And I think we want to... He shouldn't attack any of our current units. He shouldn't. But we'll see. Okay, he has another level. Let's go ahead and get Iron Will again, and in fact, I should use Iron Will. These steel automatons are a little scary. Let's try to save some of our own units here. Get on in there. They really like killing my brawlers, don't they? Let's go ahead and use a recovery potion right there. And 2.5 minutes. I feel like we're close, and if we're not, then I'm going to be a little sad. But it sounds like we just need to kill everyone in the barracks and hit the controls by the end of this timer. So I honestly am not sure. Did you hit him with the recovery potion? It seemed like you didn't. There you go, buddy. Another automaton, 2 automatons. Let's go ahead and use the black steel gauntlets. And then also use some of these lightning orbs. That should be quite helpful. Yes, that is a very, very good spell. But the thing is, now everything's on cooldown, so I do have to be careful with whatever's next. This is probably it. There we go. With about 1.5 minutes to spare. Oh dear, and here they come. That's a pretty ingenious plan, though, I will say. Oh gods. No. These cutscenes, though, are really, really well done. We've got to get out of here. No. Oh, please, no. No! Where are you going? Nowhere. Okay, the timer's gone. We can destroy some barrels. Haha! Okay, so now that the timer is done, now we can backtrack and come all the way down here. So I was looking at this brawler. What can you do, brawler? Nothing. One of these guys, here's an assassin. Is he permanently cloaked? Is he cloaked? He looks cloaked. I could use him to scout things out, because now that there's no longer a timer. Paralyzing Javelin and Poison Javelins. All right. I mean, Soul Reaver is fine. Another thing about micro-campaigns like this is because I'm recording, I'm not going to sit around and wait for things like mana, but that's something I could do off-camera. So if there's ever a time I'm like, I really wish I had Blood Drinker up for a specific engagement, I could load a save and just wait for that cooldown to come back. That's them. Let's go.
What you got?
I mean, that is me, but what do you think you're going to do here, buddy? There's a lot of stuff here. Let's go ahead and use Iron Will. My brawler is in there, and there's really nothing I can do here. I just have to slowly do as much damage as possible. And, okay, you continue. Go ahead and heal my, my brawler. Okay, and then there's some archers here as well. I suppose we want to keep using Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm is W. All right. Let's get level... Well, no, I could also get Dark Bolt Barrage. Now, let's get level 2 Lightning Storm. Now, I noticed that each level you get of things does increase the amount of mana it takes, so that may stop you from wanting to use... wanting to level up the same thing too much, because you're going to run dry on mana very, very fast. I do like getting a few levels, though, in the same thing, though. I don't know, it feels good to be consistent there. It looks like we're nearing the exit unless we have to cut across the whole left side. And we have a left turn here, so possibly.
I am here. What you got? Yes,
All right, turn back
I am your servant.
and fight. Oh, we got some extra units here. That's nice. Let's use our lightning barrage. Might as well. And then let's just keep throwing down heals.
What ails?
And throwing down heals. Does taking damage... Yeah, never mind. I shouldn't be using heals on Soul Reaver because it's completely canceled if he gets hit.
Yes,
But we'll use another one here pretty soon, once this is up. And again, I'm really curious. Like, there's a lot of barrels all over the place. Thank you for saving me. We were separated from Hektor's team and got caught. He's sneaking to the exit ahead of us somewhere.
what ails?
I put money down that we're going to have to fight Hektor.
Is someone
Put money down. Let's go ahead and heal our elven friend, and then heal Soul Reaver. It's good to do that when you're out of combat. We can kind of sit here and wait for a brief moment. Meanwhile, Blood Drinker will come back up here pretty soon. Black Steel Gauntlets as well. So now while raiding, we can check this out for real. Slows enemy units' movement speed and attacks by 50%. After the Necropolis spell will be unleashed, dealing 450 damage to all enemy units in a 400 area. You know what? I thought that this stunned. It actually just slows them by 80%. I saw the little spirals over their head and expected those units to be stunned, which explains why he was taking so much damage. I thought it did damage to himself. It doesn't. So again, there's going to be a learning curve here as I learn how all these abilities actually work. I kind of understand Blood Drinker a little bit now, too. Reaver's chance of controlling the sword on activation equals his current health percentage minus 5%. So 95%, and as damage takes, it keeps going down. Even if you lose control, as long as you don't have too many allies around you, he'll still murder people. Suffers 50% more damage. Okay, so I think I have a grasp of this. Let us continue. I also have that assassin. I really don't see myself using too many of those abilities. Curses, a trap.
Yes, my
Oh dear, were my units supposed to be locked out? Can they get through? They can. You know what? He's separated, so that's when we're going to go ahead and take control of the sword. We're going to try to break through this iron gate with my other units. Is he still possessed? Back out, Brawler, back out, Brawler. Okay, and then go ahead and slow attack speed and such. Priests, why don't you move back or whatever you are. Heal this fellow. Trying to keep my other units alive, and I had to use both of those spells. I kind of just had to. All right, we got rid of the automatons. That was the most important thing. You guys stay back. You guys stay back. Just stay back.
right away.
You'll be okay. Go ahead and start healing up. You're out of mana. That's okay. But Soul Reaver can finish this up. That was a nasty little thing there, but I think I handled it okay. I don't think I lost anything, but I am running short on mana. But it's very, very slow coming back. Very, very slow, but that's okay. We're handling it. What I can do is hit my group with this. And as long as we stand still, then we're going to get hit by this healing concoction. Actually, it's too bad I should have had Soul Reaver stay in there. All right, we're okay, and because Blood Drinker's on a decent cooldown, there's no reason to worry about being at full health because I won't be able to use it for a while anyway. So there's definitely some strategy there on when to use Blood Drinker. I was about to call it Soul Drinker and mix them together. We also have 2 brawlers now, and they're constantly on the verge of dying, but that's okay. And that possibly might be it. We'll see. You there. We have a message from Hektor for you. He would not have sent you to deliver his little message if he had not run off earlier. Where is he now? We, Hektor, and the rest of the men have been sneaking through the corridors ahead of us. Hektor's trying to get through the large cell complex with where the majority of his men are being kept. Unlike you, Hektor has avoided drawing much attention to himself. His caution reeks of cowardice. He simply left me to do his dirty work for him. Well, I can't deny that. Even so, Hektor has an important message for you. The commander knows you're coming. Although he thinks he can probably beat you and his forces are formidable, he's not taking any chances. He's preparing to seal the prison doors. If he succeeds, then we'll all be trapped in here. The commander has already sent a runner to get reinforcements from the nearest military encampment. If we end up sealed in here, then the whole prison will end up being swarmed by soldiers from the outside, long before we ever get the doors back open again. You've got about 8 minutes before the enchantment on the doors takes hold and they close up forever. So if I were you, I'd get moving and take out the commander before it's too late. Very well then. After all, Hektor has not left me with any other options. Okay. Let's go ahead and quick save. I don't know if we've really lost many units. We've lost a couple, but nothing crippling. We also got to add these fellows to our groups.
Should I mess someone up?
Okay, we still have 2 Elven Journeymen with us, and we got to get through this bottom left part of the map without the timer running out. So I'm not going to quick save again, because if I do, well, I probably want to quick save at the boss. It really just depends on how much time I have left. All right, I don't really have any abilities to use here on Soul Reaver besides Lightning Orb, so let's just throw this down. And hope we don't just get horrifically murdered here. It's these automatons. You, Brawler, have to back away. The Brawlers, let's try to move them away. You guys move back as best as you can. Again, nothing really on Soul Reaver besides Lightning Orb. 1 Brawler goes down. Well, was that mine? That might not have even been mine. Heal him up. All right, you guys move. You guys move. Move. Okay, lost 1. Not a big deal. It's just the automaton, again, that's doing a lot of damage to us. But Soul Reaver can take most of the heat. Let's go ahead and put a Lightning Orb on these fellows back here. The automatons are down. And what is this, W? It seems like Q is not the thing. I was thinking QWER, but it's WWE. There's no Q. Hey there, Hektor didn't have a chance to free us yet. Get us our equipment in a room to the west of here, and we'll join your fight. All right, let's break the rooms open so that we can get them set up. All right, so we'll have 6 more units to come and help us here momentarily. Okay, the room west of here, and 6 more, and we still have all of our Elven Journeymen, so that's quite good. And then we're gonna get another one. So I think maybe the creator expected you to lose a few more units than I have. I have lost a decent amount. They said to the west of here. Let's open this door first. It's gonna be like an instant defeat trigger or something. Watch, just walking through this door. That would be funny. They said to the west of here. That doesn't look like it. That just looks like a large group of units. Here's what I'm gonna do. I want to come up here. I'm going to use Blood Drinker. And then we're going to get these guys suited up. Oh, there's more units in there as well. Well, we use Blood Drinker, and hopefully he won't lose control. Can only hope he won't lose control. He might. It seems like he's like near invulnerable when he's doing this. Please don't kill my own units. Please don't kill my own units. Okay, he's good.
I am your servant.
So let's turn around. Blood Drinker's duration is up. Let's go ahead and put a point into Dark Bolt Barrage, which stuns units. Let's give it a shot. That's pretty cool. I don't know how long the stun lasts. You guys back up. You don't just run in there, friend. Okay, back up. Let's go ahead and heal him up. And let's just leave with this Brawler, because he's getting absolutely smoked. We don't want to lose these Elven Journeymen. They're actually getting hit a little too much. All right, come on, take out this guy right here. Stay clumped up. Stay clumped up. I hit stop on him instead. Crap. All right, so let's do this. Just get some AoE healing going on. And we don't have enough mana to really do anything else, so let's just do that. And we want to get these guys suited up as soon as possible. So all of these guys, including you 6, have to go in here. Quickly, please. Let the pathing work itself out here. And we have an Elven Journeyman who has full health, which is wonderful. Okay, and we have a full group. And one of them is really low. Oh, he got left behind. Whoops. That's all right. We'll heal him. We have a full group of 1 full mana Elven Journeyman. Just waiting for Blood Drinker. We also can use Black Steel Gauntlets here pretty soon. How are we doing on time? 4.5 minutes. A little under 4.5 minutes. So hopefully we're okay. Lead with Soul Reaver. He does good damage, but he does die relatively quick. We got to be careful. I've been tentative to use Iron Will. I should just do that more. Really need to do that more. Okay, let's move on in. Destroy the gate. Oh dear. Ah, there you are. So the rat finally crawls from his hole. I am Luther Arctis, commander of Greyholm Prison. You, on the other hand, no longer need an introduction. I know who you are. You are named Soul Reaver. If I had known you were an enemy of our benefactor when we found you, I would have had my torturer Car put you to a slow and painful death. I'm afraid that your torturer will no longer be able to provide his services. Tell me, Luther, how could you subjugate yourself to this Morganem? Have you no pride? Foolish, puny creature. To follow Morganem is to get what is our due. Power, glory, blood. You somehow look familiar. I'm beginning to remember having seen creatures like you before. He's a Daruk and my bodyguard. He's very good at what he does, I must say. All provided care of Morganem. You see, Morganem may be the official ruler of this place, but in his absence he needs someone to carry out his will. What most of my countrymen saw as enslavement, I saw as an opportunity. Now look at me. I finally hold the position that I deserve. It is the strong who should rule, not the weak. So Morganem has succeeded in making the scum float to the surface. I can see in your eyes that my fellow prisoners were right. You are worse than any brigand or thief. At least their crimes are small. Yours, however, crush the spirits of hundreds. So what are you going to do about it, fool? Do you not see? You are outnumbered and you are trapped. Even if you defeat us before the door seals itself for good, you will still not be able to open it. It is inscribed with a powerful locking spell, and you ignorant worm don't have any idea at all of how to dispel it, do you? He might not, but I do. I've been keeping an eye on you for some time, and I know how to get the doors open. Just say the magic words, eh? Hektor, damn it, I should have had you executed. Well, we all make mistakes, Luther. Perhaps so, but this is one I can rectify. I'll kill you both, then cut you into ribbons and feed you to the crows. I must not let Luther kill Hektor. He is the only one who might be able to get me out of here, who will be able to get me out of here. Very well, then. Let this be the end. Charge. Quick save. Get in there. Get in there. Here's what we're going to do. My forces are going to keep this group distracted. We're going to take Soul Reaver. We're going to move down here. We're going to stun this giant group of units. Then we're going to run right in the middle of them and channel Black Steel Gauntlets. And my forces may not be able to... Oh, well, as long as they kill the automaton, which they did, we should be okay. I mean, these elite guards are scary, but we look to be doing just fine. All right, Hektor is fine. It looks like I wiped out all of those forces with his major attack. It really just seems like you have to ration when you use those abilities. I use the Black Steel Gauntlets. I also have Blood Drinker up still, so I could use that, but I'm not going to risk it because I don't want to lose control and kill a bunch of my own units.
I am your servant.
So it seems like it might be decided... Where's Hektor? No, that's a brawler. Where is actual Hektor? Is he in the back? I'm not sure. This guy's bubbled, though. Oh, you know what? I should have dispelled him. Does dispel work when an enemy is bubbled? I honestly have no idea. But we murdered him. That was quite a battle. And you're quite the warrior. I heard from one of my men that they put you in a prison cube after finding you while you were still unconscious. I thought the guards were just being paranoid. I guess I was wrong. You too surprised me. I did not expect you to return to help me. You have my thanks. Well, I would have had to fight him eventually anyway, and I might not have managed to do it without your help. That's true, I released a giant explosion that killed most of them, so you're welcome, Hektor. Anyway, let's get these doors open before they seal us up for good. Luckily, I was shadowing Luther when he opened the doors to send out a runner. I memorized the words he spoke to open them. Shaku thera yaru destarim. Ah, it's so good to smell fresh air again. Luther said that you were an enemy of Morganem. Is that true? I cannot remember Morganem clearly, but from what I have seen here, and from the slowly kindling sparks of my memory, I know that I am. My companions and I were on a quest to destroy him. Normally I might have laughed at you and told you to forget it, but somehow I think you actually stand a chance. If you kill him, you'd be helping every decent person here. Ever since Morganem conquered us, we have lived under the thumb of tyrants who use Morganem's muscle to enforce his will on us. Maybe you can change that. In that case, it is my duty to put an end to his rule. I will topple him from his throne or die trying. I'm afraid it won't be easy. Morganem will be hunting you now. Stay too long in one place and he'll be able to find you and send his forces in to destroy you. And I don't think you're strong enough to match them yet. Very well. I shall avoid tarrying in one place for too long. And on that note, since the doors are open, I can feel the planar seal here slipping. I believe it's time for me to go. Please step aside, Hektor. Okay. What are you going to do? I'm opening a warp gate so that I may leave this place. I can feel the soul of one of my companions burning on a nearby world like a beacon. I must go to him. Do not follow me into the gate, Hektor. You are not equipped with the necessary powers to survive the warp. Your place is here. Ashutharak, Veriz, Erethatus. Reading made-up words. Very fun. Whoa. I must leave now. Fight your oppressors, Hektor, but leave the innocent be, lest justice find you. May the fates smile upon you. Farewell. Farewell to you as well, warrior, and good luck. Maybe you can give us back the future we thought we'd lost forever. Cool start, cool start. So there are 10 missions to this campaign. It might be 10 maps. Some of them might be interludes, I'm not sure. So I'm not sure how many actual missions. This seems real cool, though. I'm excited. It's definitely different than anything else I've played in WarCraft 3, so I'm excited to give it a shot. This guy's getting stabbed through the face! He's getting stabbed through the face! Alright, well, I'm excited to find the rest of my companions and all of their crazy, elaborate abilities that I have to learn. But that was a nice introduction. That was a nice introduction with Soul Reaver to understand what he can do. We can destroy entire armies with one ability. It's just long cooldown, so it's really rationing those. Anyway, this has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.